with AICT Training and Learning Academy scheduled from 3rd to 8th of November 2025. We are truly honored to welcome our chief guest of the day, Professor Raghuraj Singh, Dean Research, HBTU, Kanpur, an eminent scholar and a respected name in the field of computer science and engineering. Sir, we are privileged to have you with us. We also extend a special welcome to Professor Manmohan Shukla, sir, Group Director, PSIT, a dynamic academic leader whose guidance continues to inspire innovation, research, and institutional excellence. We are truly honored to welcome Professor Raghuraj Singh, sir, Director, PSIT, a visionary leader, a distinguished academician, and the driving force behind PSIT's growth and excellence in technical education. Equally, we welcome Dr. Sunil Kumar Vishwakarma, FDP coordinator and a key contributor to organizing this Atal FDP, whose efforts have made this event possible. We also welcome Director Academics, Dr. Vishal Nagar sir, Director CHE, Professor Harit Kumar sir, Additional Director, Professor Raghuraj Singh sir. We also extend a heartfelt welcome to all the deans, heads of departments, faculty members, invited experts, and participants from various institutions who have joined us to make this week a memorable journey of learning and innovation. This faculty development program aims to empower educators, researchers, and professionals with a strong conceptual and practical understanding of blockchain technology. A transformative innovation, redefining trust, transparency, and security across industries such as finance, healthcare, supply chain, and education. Over the next 6 days, this program will feature expert talks, interactive sessions, and hands-on experiences with blockchain applications delivered by eminent academicians and industry leaders. Every auspicious occasion begins by invoking the divine blessings of Goddess Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom and knowledge. To mark the beginning of this week-long academic journey, we shall now proceed with the lamp lighting ceremony. I request all the dignitaries on the dais to please come forward and mark the initiation of this program.
बस इसके बाद में बोलने वाली है ट्रे में रख लो कोई ट्रे है
Thank you very much, sir. I request all the dignitaries to please take their respective seats. May this eternal flame of knowledge inspire us toward truth, innovation, and excellence. I now request our Director PSIT, Professor Raghuraj Singh, sir, to present a bouquet to our chief guest, sir. Can we have a huge round of applause, everybody? Now, to formally commence this event, I would like to request our respected Director PSIT, Professor Raghuraj Singh, sir, to take the dais and guide us through welcoming our dignitaries, plus showing some light on this blockchain technology development. Thank you very much. Sir, please. Can we have a huge round of applause for sir?
Today's chief guest, Dean Research, HBTU Kanpur, Professor Raghuram Singh sir, Honorable Group Director, Professor Manmohan Shukla sir, Director Academics, Dr. Vishal Nagar, Additional Director, Dr. Raghuram Singh Survanshi, Director of Other Institutions, Dr. Harit Kumar and Dr. Pranay Walji, Deans, HODs, distinguished resource persons, all participants joining us from various reputed institutions, and dear students, good morning to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the Atal AICTE Faculty Development Program on Blockchain Technology and its applications, organized by the Department of Artificial Intelligence, PSIT Kanpur. At PSIT, academic excellence meets with research and innovation. Our pedagogy is rooted in deep research and hands-on learning. As a result, PSIT has achieved a reputed UGC NAC A+ accreditation along with all the departments of PSIT Kanpur which are eligible for NB accreditation, so they are already accredited. This FDP shows PSIT's continued commitment to promote research and innovation among the academicians and the professionals. Blockchain technology was initiated with the cryptocurrency, but now it has been evolved in various areas like the healthcare, supply chain, education, e-voting, agriculture, and various other places also. Few areas, likewise the healthcare and data security. So I will discuss few points like today's, it is a challenge for a country like India, which is having its population more than 145 crores. And most of the population of this country is young. 30% part is we can say Gen Z, which is very much tech savvy. So any information or any activity of the government which is to be promoted, so a lot of data, that may be thousands of crores, we can say files, and that data is to be processed. Blockchain is only one promising technology which can be utilized in India. Healthcare is one of that sector. Government is planning likewise promoting various schemes, and a lot of data is present over there. So for secure data transmission, access of data in healthcare, blockchain is the key factor. Second thing, any technology which is relevant with human being, for the welfare of human being, obviously this will prevail. Otherwise, with the time, it will be obsolete. And blockchain technology is having that feature that can be utilized for this type of big data. So healthcare is one sector. I have notified one company, that is Zebi Data Private Limited, and it is a startup which was started a few years back, and this is a very promising startup which has started various services. It is providing various services to government sector and private sector also in healthcare. That is totally based on blockchain only. Similarly, I was saying for the governance, yes, For governance also, a very small thing that is called as land registries. All of us know it very well. And land registry is a thing which is used and which is used by each and everyone from the villages to the cities also. As I am saying, crores of persons are there. Obviously, a lot of data is to be maintained by the government agencies. Once again, this technology is very much promising, and it can be used, and initiative has been taken by the government of Andhra. Andhra Pradesh has taken this initiative. All their registries are kept secured by the blockchain. And the company, there is one more company, and that is also a startup that has started this initiative in Andhra Pradesh. Similarly, government is planning to deploy this type of technology in all over the states of India. Similarly, as we are professionals, academicians and students, so that is IPR. In case of IPR, lakhs and crores of data is there. It means all the artists, singers, we can say, and academicians, innovators, all are applying for it, and they kept this data. So this can be secured by blockchain only. Similarly, various places are there where this blockchain technology is to be used, and that is already used. Through this week-long FDP, I encourage all participants to actively encourage, interact, and make the most of the sessions planned throughout this week. Let us use the platform to collaborate, share knowledge, and contribute collectively to the evolving landscape of blockchain technology. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to all and wish FDP a success. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you very much, sir, for welcoming the dignitaries and inspiring our students. Now, I would like to invite our Group Director, PSIT, Professor Manmohan Shukla, sir, whose visionary leadership continues to strengthen PSIT's academic excellence, to share his thoughts with us. Can we have a huge round of applause for sir?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's a really great pleasure to welcome you all to the Faculty Development Program on Blockchain Technology and its applications, organized by the Department of Artificial Intelligence, PSIT Kanpur, in collaboration with the AICT Training and Learning Atal Academy. It's a really matter of great pride for all of us who are basically here, present here, that AICT is basically confident about the fact that the PSIT can comfortably organize such kind of the faculty development program at PSIT. And that's why AICT has decided to give this opportunity to PSIT. Please put yourselves together for getting this wonderful success. Before going further, I would like to mention one important point here. Dear students, you need to understand this important aspect that I would like to convey to you. Although it is faculty development program, it is faculty development program, FDP, but plenty of students, many students are here, I'm observing. And in this way, you can easily figure out, you can easily conclude one important point. Learning is very much important, whether it is faculty or student. Sometimes you may understand this thing, why there is a long series of the classes. And with the help of this event, you can easily conclude that the learning is possible when we are keen to learn. And it is not one-sided. If the faculty members are keen to be learned, then we understand this thing. We can easily suggest to you that the student must be keen to be learned in a different way, in a great way actually. So your presence will definitely glorify this event, and in this way you may have some examples how the faculty members are keen to learn, and then faculty members are keen to learn, then a student must be keen to learn in the same proportion. And in today's scenario, the blockchain is basically having the great demand, and it is not limited to the only one or two sector. It is visible, clearly visible, that nowadays industry is basically having the huge demand of blockchain professionals. And when we are having this opportunity to organize this FDP, it's our responsibility to ensure the wonderful, great success of this FDP. And if I'm saying we need to ensure the great success of this event, then two things are important. First, we need to attend all the sessions sincerely. And second point, we need to think how these all learnings that we attend during these 5 days can be transferred to our lovely students. So the most important thing, we need to make a plan how this learning can be transferred from faculty to the student so that the whole academic world should be benefited in a best way. I hope all the faculty members who are present here, they will understand this demand, this objective of this FDP, this prestigious FDP, and they will definitely they will be in a position to fulfill this demand. Ultimate objective of this FDP is not only to train the faculty members, to inculcate all the important things which are essentially required nowadays as per the requirement of the industry. So, industry is having the great demand of the blockchain. I think that's why the AICT have decided to conduct the FDP on this demanding subject, demanding topic. As Dr. Raghavendra Singh ji has elaborated different aspects of demand of the blockchain, uses of the blockchain, I hope all the participants will understand that this demand, this uses, this application, and they will definitely attend all the sessions sincerely. I suggest one more thing in this context, that we need to make a plan how this thing can be utilized in academics. When I'm saying how this thing can be utilized in a best way in academics, it means we need to figure out, we need to identify some projects in which we can start working on those projects, those topics. So it's a responsibility of the faculty members that we need to identify some topics in which immediately we can start working, and definitely at least 50 to 60 students will involve in those projects. At PSIT, I think it is going on, but there is a need to accelerate the pace. So we need to understand the demand of the industry. At the same time, this opportunity is basically having the great importance. So in this circumstance, at this circumstance, we need to understand that we are having the demand, we are having the opportunity, so we need to enjoy these all 5 days moments. I wish a wonderful success of this event, and I hope that all the participants must be inculcated these all important inputs so that our regular academia must be benefited in the best way. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for inspiring our students. It is indeed a privilege to have with us our chief guest, Professor Raguraj Singh, Dean Research, HBTU Kanpur, a distinguished academician, researcher, and a mentor whose contributions have greatly enriched the fields of computer science and engineering. So we are eager to hear your thoughts and insights on this occasion. Can we have a huge round of applause for sir?
Good morning, everyone. Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, Professor Manmohan Shuklaji, Group Director of PSIT, Professor Raghavan Director, Professor Sunil Viskarma Head of Artificial Intelligence Department, various other directors, HODs, deans, and esteemed faculty members, participants from various institutions across the country, and dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to be here on the occasion of this faculty development program on blockchain technology and its applications. And for this, I would like to extend my thanks and gratitude to the organizers that they provided me this opportunity to interact with such an august gathering of academics, academicians, and technocrats. If we see the importance of faculty development programs, it can be easily understood with the concept that AICTE has itself adopted it for the promotion of the faculty members through their career advancement schemes. And simultaneously, AICTE is also providing monetary benefits or the funding for organization of the faculty development program through its academic training and learning academy. And I congratulate to the institution that they have been fortunate to get this financial assistance for organization of this faculty development program. Faculty development program, whether it is on a particular subject like blockchain or any latest technology, or it is a kind of orientation program in which some of the pedagogical aspects are shared by the eminent experts, it is always beneficial for the students, not only in terms of the teaching and learning process, but also in terms of the kind of interaction which they have with their counterparts who are located across the country or even abroad. So that way, it is very, very important to have such kind of interactions in the form of faculty development program, organization of the orientation program, seminars, conferences, symposia, like that. If we think just about the topic of the faculty development program, today we see that the two main technologies which are prevailing in the market, these are artificial intelligence and the blockchain. And we say that approaches are there in which both the technologies are in the process of being integrated together. So first I would like to talk about a few things about the artificial intelligence. We all know that artificial intelligence is concerned with making machines intelligent so that machines or the computers can perform various kind of activities in which human beings are supposed to be better. Better in the sense that human beings are able to perform those kind of activities in a much better way. Whether it is the problem of decision making, or it is the problem of, let us say, learning something, or driving, or pattern recognition, or even some of the sharing of emotional moments. So in all such kind of problems, you will see that human beings are always better than the machines. So in artificial intelligence, our approach is that we will be always concerned with that how this kind of intelligence which human beings have, it can be simulated on the computer systems or on the machine. And if we succeed in making simulation of this kind of intelligence in the computer systems, we will say that the computer systems have also been made or customized in such a way that they will also be able to mimic the human-like behavior. So what has to be done for this? We all know that we are intelligent. Why? Because we have got the knowledge of particular domain, particular subject. And we also have the capability of exploring that knowledge to take useful decisions from that knowledge. Whether it is passing examination or it is taking some real life decisions, always we make use of knowledge or use of experience to take those decisions. So experience is nothing but it is also a form of knowledge. That is, this knowledge we have acquired from so many years by learning various technologies. Like when I started my academic career last about 36 years ago, we used to learn programming languages like Pascal, Basic, COBOL, and to some extent it was just a start of the C language. And those were the prevailing technologies with which we were able to make implementation of the conventional systems. Conventional systems I call because they had no intelligence at all. They were simply the kind of data processing applications. So data was simply processed, input was simply processed to generate outputs which were desired by the customer or desired by certain organizations. So those kind of applications we used to develop by making use of the conventional programming languages or conventional technology. But today we see that C, Pascal, COBOL, Basic, they are nowhere. Today what is popular? Python is popular. Or some of the integrated development environments are popular, which every industry is using for getting their code written or getting their objectives fulfilled. So technology has emerged from that scenario to this scenario, and it is said that technology always changes in 5 years, very short time. So technological developments are taking place at a very, very fast rate. And it is the responsibility of the academic institutions to take up this challenge and bridge the gap between the academics and the industry. Because industry has to cope up with the technological developments, otherwise it will be very, very difficult to survive. So same pace has to also be adopted by the academic institutions so that the proper bridging of the gap can be done between the two cores of the society, academics and the industry. Because academics is running the industry. technical input is being provided by the academic institutions to the industry. And today, if we talk about the artificial intelligence, we are making concepts, we are learning various concepts and trying to convey those concepts as a researcher, as an academician. Those concepts we are conveying to the industry, and industry is making utilization of those concepts. So how the concept of intelligence can be introduced into the computer systems? We know the data, and today we see that the data is most important thing. Whosoever has data, he thinks that he is multimillionaire. Why? Because today more and more focus is on the data. Earlier it was not such kind of scenario. So why data has suddenly become important? Although the concept of artificial intelligence was introduced in the year 1950, but at that time, or even 5-10 years back, it was not so popular. But suddenly the concept of artificial intelligence has become very, very popular. What is the reason? The simple reason is that at that time when the concept of artificial intelligence was introduced, computer systems were not having the capability or the computing power to handle huge amount of data, which is the core of the artificial intelligence. It was not able to analyze the data, huge data, which was available, so that useful decisions, useful conclusions can be drawn out of the data. And the second reason was that internet capacity was also limited, bandwidth was limited. But in last few years, you see that with the emergence of the cloud computing and fast internet services, the artificial intelligence has suddenly become popular. Only because the two main requirements which were there for making implementation of the artificial intelligence, they have come in place. So what we have to do is, basically we have to play with the data and make analysis of the data, make processing of the data so that it is refined. Sometimes people say that AI and ML together. And they say that it is basically ML and AI, not AI and ML. It is ML and AI. So it becomes Malai. What is Malai? Malai is the cream of the milk, जिसको आप प्रोसेस करते हैं, अच्छी तरीके से प्रोसेस करते हैं, तब मलाई निकलती है. तो वही यहाँ आपको करना है. You have to make refinement of the data, you have to process the data so that it can be converted into the corresponding malai, which is nothing but the artificial intelligence. So what we need to do is that earlier we have been transforming data into information. What is data? You can say some kind of unorganized, unmanaged facts. So these unorganized, unmanaged kind of facts were available to us, and we were simply organizing those facts and rules. So that way we were trying to gather information, trying to extract information from the data in earlier days. And that we called as the data processing applications. So simply the data was transformed, it was organized, it was structured so that the useful information was extracted from the data. But this was not sufficient. So what is required is that data has to be converted into knowledge, or it has to be converted into wisdom. So how the information has to be converted into knowledge? First, the data has to be converted into information, and then information has to be converted into knowledge, and knowledge has to be converted into what we call as wisdom. So information is nothing but organized facts and rules, which have been obtained from the crude data which was unorganized. Then this information we are further processing, we are applying certain kind of transformations in it, and we are converting it into the knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge is concepts. So we are extracting concepts from the information and defining certain kind of algorithms which will be able to deduce new information from that knowledge which we have acquired. So that way concept and rules will be constituting the knowledge. So if we say that knowledge base is nothing but it is having multiple concepts about a particular domain put together, stored together, and it is equipped with certain algorithms which will be helping us to deduce some of the conclusions from that knowledge. So it has become the knowledge. But still the intelligence has not come into it. Maybe that knowledge is available with us, we have sufficient amount of knowledge, but we don't have any strategy with us with which this knowledge base can actually be utilized, it can actually be explored, so that we will be able to convert it into wisdom. We will be able to introduce intelligence into it. Intelligence is nothing but methodologies, techniques with which we will be using this knowledge base which we have created to draw the useful conclusions. So that way, knowledge is, you can say, concepts and algorithms, and wisdom is the heuristics and the search techniques. So this way the transformations have to be applied so that we will be able to convert huge amount of data which is available with us and convert it into wisdom so that our systems become intelligent. So what we do with the data science, actually these transformations we are applying. So data science and data analytics is nothing but, you can say, basis or base of the artificial intelligence. So with the help of various techniques and tools which are available in the data science and data analytics, we are transforming data into the wisdom. And that way we are creating the artificial intelligence into the machine. If we talk about the blockchain, you see that blockchain is still not very popular, because it is a newer kind of emerging technology, and its emergence started in the year 2008, when it was first time used in cryptocurrency. But today we see that it has started making use in almost every domain, as has been told by Professor Raghavanji, that in almost every application domain today we are using the blockchain technology. But still there are certain limitations, there are certain challenges, there are certain regulations which are required to be formulated. So if we talk in terms of the various features which are present into the blockchain, we simply say that one line definition is that it is a decentralized, distributed ledger system. Decentralized, distributed ledger system. Decentralized means control is not with one authority. So control is not with one authority. That is decentralization. And distribution means that the complete information or complete trail of information is linked with each other and it is distributed. So sequence of information components are available, and these information components we call as transactions. So sequence of transactions are available in the form of various blocks, and these blocks are linked together. That is, next block will be having a hash corresponding to the previous block. So that way a chain will be constituted which will be representing the block chain. Simple concept. And the control will be with all the participants of the blockchain. So it will not be centralized. It will be decentralized mechanism. Security will be enforced with the help of cryptographic techniques. Integrity will be enforced with the techniques which are corresponding to security. So with the help of hash cryptography, we will be ensuring integrity of the various information. So if we talk about the various features of the blockchain, you can say that it has the concept of blocks, which will be storing the information related with the transactions. They will be linked together and they will be having information which will be immutable information. Immutable means once the information has been verified and it is stored into the block, it will not be possible to change that information. So verified information will be stored into the various blocks which will not be possible to be changed. Only transparency will be maintained. That is, any participant can see that information. So that way transparency will be maintained. So you can say the features are security, integrity, transparency. And besides this, it will have a common consensus mechanism. That is, certain kinds of rules and guidelines, policy has to be defined, algorithms have to be defined, which will be maintaining the consensus among the various participants, various nodes or various computers. So this way, the blockchain will be working fine. Applications in every field, we can make applications. Challenges, we can say the challenges are ahead with us, that we need to integrate blockchain concept with the existing systems. Very big challenge. Number two, scalability is another challenge. If the size of the data keeps on increasing, up to what extent? So that way, scalability issues have to be taken into consideration. Also, good consensus algorithms are required to be designed, which will be eco-friendly algorithms. They need to be designed so that the blockchain will be working on a sustainable basis. If you see the future scope is that blockchain has to be integrated with other prevailing technologies like artificial intelligence, big data, IoT. So these technologies have to be integrated with the blockchain. So these will be the challenges. Good consensus algorithms are required to be developed. So that will be a challenge. So these kind of challenges we have to see in future, and maybe that the challenge is also that government will be making sufficient and clear regulations for implementation of the blockchain technology. Also, it will be prevailing in government sector as well as the private enterprises. So these are the certain challenges in which we have to deal with. And I am sure that in this faculty development program, which will be continued till 8th of this month, deliberations will be taking place through the eminent academicians who have been drawn from prestigious institutions like IIT Kanpur, MNIT Allahabad, IIIT Allahabad, and various other practicing engineers drawn from different industries. So deliberations which will be taking place these days, these will be of immense benefit for you, and I hope that you will be learning a lot, you will be interacting, having healthy interaction with all the experts so that your knowledge level will be increased. With these words, I conclude myself and convey my best wishes and your comfortable stay here for this faculty development program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening our students in such a detailed way. To convey our gratitude and appreciation, I would now like to invite Dr. Sunil Kumar Vishwakarma, Head of Department CSAI and FDP Coordinator, to deliver vote of thanks. Can we have a huge round of applause for sir?
Respected Chief Guest, Sir, Professor Raghuram Singh, Sir, Dean Research, HPTU Kanpur, Respected Group Director, Professor Manmohan Shukla, Sir, Respected Director, Sir, Professor Raghavan Singh, Sir, Respected Director Academic, Dr. Vishal Nagar, Sir, Respected Director CHE, Dr. Harith, Sir, Respected Additional Director, Dr. Raghuram Singh, Sir, all the deans, various head of departments, additional heads, and dear participants, good morning all of you. It is my proud privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion of the inauguration ceremony of our AICT Atal sponsored faculty development program on blockchain technology and its applications. At the outset, I express my heartfelt gratitude to AICT and the Atal Academy for giving us the opportunity to organize this FDP at Pranveer Singh Institute of Technology, Kanpur. Their constant effort to enhance faculty competencies in emerging technologies truly strengthen the academic and research ecosystem across the nation. I extend my sincere thanks to our chief guest, Professor Raghuram Singh, sir, for sparing his valuable time to grace this occasion and for sharing his insightful words that have set the tone for this FDP. Sir, your thoughts on research, innovation, and blockchain technology will surely inspire all participants. My special thanks to our group director, Professor Dr. Manmohan Shukla, sir, for his continuous guidance and motivation, and our director, Professor Dr. Raghavan Singh, sir, for his constant support, leadership, and encouragement in successfully organizing this program. I would also like to extend my thanks to all our distinguished resource persons from academic and industry who will be conducting expert sessions during this FDP. We deeply value your willingness to share your knowledge and experience with our participants. I also thank all the participants, faculty members, and researchers from various institutions for their enthusiastic registration and presence. Your active participation will make this FDP truly meaningful and successful. Once again, I thank each and every one of you who have contributed in any way to make this inauguration a success. I am confident that this week-long FDP will be a fruitful learning experience for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. I would now like to request our respected Group Director, Professor Manmohan Shukla, sir, to present a token of gratitude to our Chief Guest, sir. Can we have a huge round of applause, please? I now request everyone to please stand up for national anthem. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।